uh, our AROs can upload their assembly data. So we will enable. We are just planning that how we should collect all the 4,120 ACs data uh, of electors, because what will happen? We are dependent on the APIs from the TCS ERONet team. Uh, for the electors detail, but just because in case there would be some issue, we'll not get data from them, then we have to ready for the second plan, which we normally use for the state elections. We have kept a provision that ARO can log in and import an Excel where they have to put the number of electors of male, female, and third gender that need to be populated and need to be finalized only. Okay, so we have two provisions. If we get data through APIs from ERONet, we'll do from our end. If it would be not there, then the plan B would be activated. We will get updated from the AROs. So same would be finalized from their login only. Okay, ROPC need not to update anything from his login.
Okay, sir. And we
Okay.
generated successfully, sir. Form 7A, we could see, sir. It was nicely done in ROPC login, sir.
Okay.
But
Okay.
in CO login, the format is different, sir. So kindly have a similar format for both CO login and
So do
ROPC.
one thing. Just share me both the copies so that I can get it matched. Might be possible there would be some
No, sir. Only one.
CSS.
Only photo is
CS.
CO login. That much, sir.
Just share me on my WhatsApp. I'll get it done. Okay,
Okay, sir.
don't worry.
That much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So this is still our scrutiny process. Okay. Now we are moving ahead. Like our scrutiny date is over, then we have to wait for 2 days. Like if our any of the candidate withdraw during these 2 days, as you know, after scrutiny, probably 2 days later there will be the last date of withdrawal. If any candidate withdraw his candidature, what you need to do, you need to go to here, withdraw of candidates. Just click over here. Whatever candidature you need to withdraw, you just need to click over mark. You just need to click over here. You need to update the status and save the changes. Once it is done, the candidate's nomination will get withdrawn. Now, if no candidate has withdrawn his candidature till last date of withdrawal, means by last date of withdrawal 3 p.m. If no candidate withdraw his candidature, then what you need to do? You will go for preparation of your final contesting candidate list. That means you will go over here in candidate menu, then go to this option, mark validly nominated candidate. Now here you can see all the nomination which are accepted will be visible here. Now it will be the responsibility of ARO that he will mark single nomination of each candidate as valid. Like you can see, the two nomination of this are valid. So if I'll mark this one as yes, now if I'll try to mark the nomination as same nomination of same candidate as yes, then what will happen? Uh, this one. If I'll mark it as yes, then you can see the previous one will automatically get marked as no. That means only single candidate nomination will be marked as yes by default through system. So you also need to verify that every nomination of a candidate, single nomination of a candidate should be marked as yes. No, even system will stop, but you will verify from your end also that single nomination of each candidate should be marked as valid. Now, once this valid marking is done, then what you have to do, you will proceed for assignment of symbol. So here you can see by default for state and your state, sorry, state and national party system will allocate the symbol, but for all the RUPP and the individual candidate, you need to allot symbol manually. So once it is done, you need to assign symbol to other candidate. Now you can see my symbol is allotted. Now there is a possibility that you have assigned a wrong symbol here. Then in that case, what you have to do, just go to menu option, go to candidate, go to list of applicant, go to this view profile. You can see, sorry, just go to menu. It, just a second. I think something is. Uh-huh. So now you just click over here, just update profile. Now here, if you want to change the symbol which was allotted to the candidate, you need to change from here. If in case you have assigned some wrong symbol at that step, okay. So now in this way, symbol allotment would be there. So in this way, this thing is done. Now you will go for contesting candidates list. So here you can see the sequence would be there as per English alphabetical order only for the three sections. Like for the Form 7 format, there are three sections. First one is for national party, second is for state and RUPP, and third is for individual candidate. Sorry, first is for national and state, second is for RUPP, and third is for individual candidate. So same sequence will be sorted here for each block where alphabetical order will be followed. So if the sequence which is there of candidate, it is okay with your physical form also, then you can finalize your PC. But if you want to change the serial number, then you need to update the serial number here in the blocks and just click over update. Then you can see the system will be shuffle the candidate's name according to the serial number what you have provided to the system. Now after this you need to finalize it. Just click over finalize PC, click over OK. Now you have to mention the OTP. So I'm just entering a default OTP right now. You would be receiving an OTP on your registered mobile number. You need to enter that only. So once you will click, you can see the AC is finalized now, and the option which are there earlier now get hidden from this menu. So in this way, complete nomination process will be done. Now anything if you want to ask, you can ask.
Sir, what exactly is the counter affidavit?
Sorry?
Counter affidavit. Yeah,
So see, the affidavit which is submitted by... Sir, can you please keep your mic on mute because I'm getting my voice returned from your side. Okay. So the affidavit which is provided by any candidate got challenged by any other citizen or the political party. So against that, candidates provide their counter affidavit. So that need to be uploaded in the system. Okay. Because on affidavit portal, each affidavit is in downloadable form for the citizen and the political party. If any counter affidavit is provided by the candidate, that in that case, his affidavit as well as the counter affidavit can be downloaded from that affidavit website. Okay. Anybody else? Although we'll move to the permission module. See, because we have less time also. Anybody else? Quickly. Anything with nomination?
Hello,
Okay.
sir. We are from DO Puchari officer.
Yes, please.
I have a question, sir. Sir, after the filing of, scrutiny of nominations, then only we need to mark the validly nominated candidates. Thereafter, only the withdrawal of candidates entry has to be made, sir. But
Sir, So see, that is your physical process. I can understand. Like here in the system, what we are doing with marking validly right now, uh, we are just preparing the final contesting candidate list. So we have also proposed this change for the just to rephrase the name what we are taking for marking validly, so that might be possible it will be going to be changed as marking for final contesting candidate, so
Okay.
that your marking valid process should not get confused with the marking validly process here in the system. So that suggestion we have already received from the Delhi C office, and it is in process. Probably will get it changed soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Just let me go to the permission module. So hopefully all the state who has gone through their state election, they have already used this permission module. But this time we have made some enhancement so that the CEO office and D office and ROPC, ARO should not face such glitch. And the what feedback we have received for the permission module, we have implemented in the system also. So the major responsibility we have kept in the system at C office level for the configuration of CO this permission master data. So just let me log in from S01 CO first. As you can see, I have logged into the CO dashboard. Now you can see in permission, there is first menu add update master data. Here you can see there are few menus we have kept here on the top. So first is department name, then nodal officers, then permission and permission day restriction and permission date restriction for applying. So just let me. So just you can see first we need to add the departments. Like we need to add departments from which we need NOC for processing any permission. So just click on add, like I'm just adding police department, then traffic department, then fire department, so in this way, the C office need to add all the department whose nodal officers are going to be added in the system. Now we just skip just for right now. We will just add nodal officer. We'll go for add permission. Let me just see any permission is configured or not. Okay, I'll just click on add permission. Now what you have to do, just select any permission which is there in a standard list of 25 permissions. For example, I need to enable permission for application for air balloon. So I have to choose at which level this permission is going to be uh, assigned. So I just choose ARO. Now you can see this new part we have mentioned, that visibility. So if, for example, I have made it to CO, you can see it is, if I'll make DO, then you can see if we want to show the DO's permission to ROPC also, he'll not be able to take any action, but he will be able to view the permission which is applied of this air balloon nature to this particular DO. Okay, so if you want to show permissions to the ROPC also for any permission of air balloons which is getting approved by the DO, you just need to mark tick over here. I'm just marking, removing this. I just mention it ROPC. Now here you need to mention the forms, like documents which you need. Like I just mark it mandatory. Then choose the prototype of that or the format of the form which you need to be added, like filled. Then NOC we need from fire department. We need it marked. We need it in this format, and this need to be provided from fire department. Similarly, if we want NOC from NOC from police department, and we don't mark it mandatory, then we need to choose here from police department. So in this way, our structure is created. Now just submit it. Now you will see this payment date restriction, permission date restriction. You need to choose the permission. Like I have choose this air balloon. Now permission day validity we need to mention here. Earlier what was happening in the system, like through online mode we allow the applicant to apply the permission for 7 days ahead only. Like if any of the candidate apply for vehicle permission or local office permission through online mode, we kept provision that he can apply maximum 7 days ahead only. Like he can take permission for 7 days only. But we have received feedback from the CEO office that there are few permission which we need to give for complete month. Like if somebody want to give permission for air balloon, then he can give up to 30 days. So we have kept a provision that if he want, he can apply for 30 days. So same get updated. Now, if somebody will apply for air balloon, he can apply permission of 30 days ahead also. Okay, but for the same thing, if there is a permission of rally, we have updated it that it should be applied for 7 days ahead only. Then any permission which is getting applied through online mode, it will get applied for 7 days ahead only. Second thing, if you will see permission date restriction, you just click over here, you will see there is a checkbox. If you will enable this checkbox, then what will happen? Any permission which is coming online only, I'm talking about right now online permission only, that if any permission which is coming through online mode, it need to be applied 48 hours prior if we have marked this checkbox and updated. That means if today I want to apply any permission, then I can only apply for those activity which are going to be conducted on 16th after 5 p.m. Okay. If I have not marked it as checked and updated in the system, then what will happen? Through online mode, I'll be allowed to apply any permission of today's 8 p.m. or 6 p.m. also. So please ensure you should mark it as checked so that at least every ARO, RO or DO should get time 48 hours to just dispose to grant or reject the permission. So in this way, you need to update the data in all these three boxes. Now coming to this fourth one, which is add nodal officers. If any permission is getting approved at CO office level, then there might be possible there would be some nodal officer at state level also. So their mobile number, department name, like the department which we have created here, that need to be updated here. Then their in charge name, designation, and email ID need to be added here, so that on the same mobile number we will send notification so that it can be accessed through nodal app of the Encore, through which nodal officers can mark objection or no objection against any permission which is get applied by the candidate or political party. Now, second situation is the permissions are getting received in CO office, DO office, RO office, and ARO office physically. Then in that case, the permission can be applied from their login also, and the restriction which we have kept for online nomination, online permission will not be there. That means if any permission is required for today's evening, it can be applied through offline mode also. because we have also kept provision if any backdated permission is there, you can register in the system, because what will happen, uh, there is a possibility during conduct of election, if their internet is not accessible, all system is down, might be possible even our system and core is not working. That is why you have received a physical permission and you have processed it also, but you have not digitized in the system. So that's why we have kept provision. A backdated permission can be also the data entry of that permission can also be done, because we should keep record of each permission which is applied by the candidate here in system. Okay, so in this way, the structure will be created by the C office. Now, what responsibility come at RODO ARO level? They need to add nodal officers with their respective state. That means assembly level nodal officer need to be added by ARO, district level nodal officer need to be added by DO, and PC level nodal officer need to be added by ROPC. Now, third thing need to be updated by ROPC, sorry, ARO only. That is the police station detail, which is mandatory for any form. So please ensure all ARO should update their police stations within their assembly constituency boundary. For that, what they need to do, just let me go to ARO login also. If you go to the master table of ARO's login, you will see a police station detail would be there, then nodal officer detail, location is there in master data, but if you are not having any specific list or not a specific location where the parties are applying for a permission, you can skip it also, because voluntarily candidate can also add location from while they are applying any permission request. But these two details need to be updated by ARO, and ensure you should keep this list ready in advance, so that while election get announced, you should not take time to update these details, because if police station details are missing or nodal officer details would be missing, the notification would not be sent on the registered mobile numbers. Okay, so in this way the permission would be getting applied. So if in case any permission would be coming offline, so I need to have login of ARO. Srikakulam is let me check. I'm not having actually ARO's login of Andhra Srikakulam, so that is why I'm not able to log in. So I'll just show you a form how it works. You can check, and the form would be there. So actually, I'm just using ARO4, that is of Bihar's one assembly constituency login. So I have right now configured permission for Andhra, so that is why it is not visible in drop down. Just check. Just let me log in as a candidate. Uh, Here, if I'll go for apply permission, you can see state. Um, Tell me your number. 860. Just a sorry. 85 860 10 97 97 8.
Mm, 710 452.
बना रखा है क्या ये भी? So now you can see the air balloon permission which I have enabled for this Srikakulam is available now in here from another login because I have already created my profile from Uttar Pradesh. So that is why it was not showing. So here you can see it will ask for district for which I am applying. Like for I'm just applying for Srikakulam. Then I have to select the PC and I have to select the AC name. Then, as police station is already there from Ichapuram, that's why I selected. Now you can see the format that I need to update will be there. Be there. So I just updated. Then now you can see here that end date can be chosen right now, like next 5. So that's why I have just selected and save. Now, as poll dates are not set accordingly, right now we are having voter turnout on the same form. So that is why I cannot apply permission right now. As you all know, permission can be only applied during the campaign period. That means 2 days before poll day. So that is why system is not just getting me to submit this permission. So in this way, somehow this permissions is running. Now, if you have any doubt, you can just ask me, although we'll go for voter turnout. Just because we are also lacking with time. So any question on permission module?
Law.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is about Vijayanagram actually. This permission module, CEO will be allocating all the templates. In CEO login, all the templates will be enabled. Permissions will be enabled in CEO login. Those will be utilized by DEO as well as AROs. That is in the thing. Na?
Yes.
All the master
Yes.
data will be prepared by CEO only.
See your login.
Yeah, in DEO login as well as ARO login, we are going to utilize those permissions only, and every date and everything will be fixed in advance in the masters by CEO only. That's it. No?
Yes, everything will be set by master. Everything which is the part, which will be the part of master data, will be set by the CEO office only.
Okay.
And what rest of the officer need to do, they only provide the detail of the nodal officers in the system.
No.
Just a second, sir.
Yeah, but the flow is as such is once a candidate applies for the permission, it will be coming automatically to the ROS login, concerned ROS login for permission. That's it. No? If a can
So just a second.
if I being a candidate has applied for a permission after selecting the concerned AC and concerned PC, it will be coming to the Encore login of the concerned ARO. Am I correct or not?
Sorry, sir, I got an urgent call. That's why.
Yeah, it's
Can you please?
yeah, thing is, if a candidate applies for a permission afresh using a candidate login and using the mobile number and OTP, and it will be automatically appearing in the Encore login of the concerned ARO of the assembly constituency. That's it, no?
The mobile number we have kept as unique at the profile which is created by the candidate, or first time if any of the permission is getting applied from the RO or ARO, the profile would be saved, so that if same person is coming twice or thrice or many time for a permission request, then system should not ask this.
Now, I would like to know the flow of the permission level. Actually, if a candidate applies for a permission, it will be automatically coming into the login of the ARO. That's the thing, actually.
Yes, sir. The permission flow you can understand by this
Yeah,
diagram only. My screen is visible.
yeah, yeah, visible.
So here you can see, just see my cursor. Here
Yeah,
is the candidate. He
yeah,
is applying if either through physically or through online mode.
yeah,
If physically is provided, then that particular office need to digitize.
yeah,
If ARO has received that, he need to digitize it.
yeah,
Similarly, if he has applied online, then automatically that Suvidha form will be coming to Encore.
yeah,
Okay. Now, according to master data and the nature of permission, like for example, there is a permission of rally. It is decided by the in the master data that the rally permission for S21 or any space state, for example, Maharashtra, it is decided that rally will be getting addressed by ROPC. Then this permission in Encore will automatically come to ROPC only.
okay.
Okay, it will not going to be in the drop down of any other officer. Okay, now it
Yeah,
will come.
yeah, pardon.
Now it
Pardon.
will.
Yeah. What the thing is, Encore will automatically identify ROPC, ARO based on the master data fixed by CEO office.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks. Thanks.
Okay. Anything else?
And okay, thank you.
Okay. So in this way, accepting, rejecting was there. So now we will come to the next process, that is of voter turnout.
Sir,
We'll
one
quickly
submission,
have
sir. Is there
yes.
any SLA time to approve the permission, sir?
Sorry,
Is there an SLA time, permission time?
sir.
How many hours to take to issue the permission?
Sir, normally in 48 hour we presume that permission should get processed, because parallelly we will be having lots of responsibility to be completed. But better if CEO office will decide the SLA, because we only provide IT instruction. Uh, CEO office will let you know that what is the minimum time which is required to process any permission. Huh, sir?
Sir, one more small doubt. Sir, can you hear me?
Sir, please a bit louder. Actually, I'm not able to listen what you are saying.
Sir, will there be any study materials? I mean, the workflow and everything.
Sir, we have circulated the PPT. We have circulated the PPT through to CEO office. In case any further documentation is required, please let us know via CEO office for any particular module, so that we can help you to understand in a better way. Okay, just let us know. Apart from this PPT, if anything else is required. Okay.
Okay, sir. Even I was thinking even for political parties, if they have access to like how they can
So
upload.
for political party, I think candidate handbook is already there, so they can go through that.
Okay, in that the Encore application, how to apply for permissions and all is listed.
Detailed process would not be there, but the process, how they need to follow, that instructions are there, that they can apply permission through a single window platform. And once they will log in now, the Suvidha portal is designed in a friendly way. They can simply go to permission and they can identify how. See, Suvidha portal is just like using a Facebook page. Okay, they are simple modules. This is designed as per their convenience, so they will be easily used. Don't worry. Okay. And we have kept our email ID on the portal, so that if any candidate or political party face issue, they will raise concern, and we address those concern on promptly. Okay. So we'll come on voter turnout. Okay. Uh, just Okay, so we are coming quickly to on voter turnout, which is our poll day responsibility. Now, here involvement of AROs are very crucial because they would be addressing here in the system. ROs, DOs, and CO will be only monitoring. Data entry part is there at ARO level only. Voter turnout process for most of the states are familiar, but for those states who are going first time for the assembly elections and those who are just having PCs, not assembly constituencies, like I can see from the list. So, sir, meeting अभी चली रही है. हाँ. So, just to refresh them, this is a process of 2 hourly reporting of estimated poll percentage, which we address through Encore portal and get published in a voter turnout app. Nowadays, this is the most one of the most famous application of ECI and the single source of information related to our voter turnout percentage. Every media house, political party, and citizen will be getting only turnout information from this single source of information. Okay. This app is available in Android and iOS both. Citizens and political party would be using the same. If we talk about the process, it is a very simple process. On every 2 hour basis, ARO need to enter a estimated percentage by getting the feedback from the field, like they are getting data from the sector officers, and they will collect data. Will having a half an hour window. We have created multiple slots in which they have to enter the data. Like first data entry will be getting started at 9 a.m. Once they will publish, the same data will be going to reflect on the voter turnout app. Once that half an hour window will get closed. To understand better way, we need to understand the data entry process. Like once the data entry get a start on the fixed time, like for the 9 a.m. data entry get a start, then the ARO need to log into their portal. They have to enter the data for their respective round, respective slots. Then after they have to update in the system. We just for avoiding the typo mistake, we have kept two boxes. If the same data has not been updated in both the boxes, then system will not accept it. So once they will update, the update in the enter data is allowed until and unless that window gets closed. But the moment window get closed, the last data which is entered by the ARO will get freezed in the system, and same percentage would be going to visible in public domain also. So if we talk about the slots, you can see these are 7 slots which are there for the AROs in which they have to make the data entry. Now from 1 to 6, they have to enter the estimated percentage. But the seventh one, which is the end of poll, it is the PS-wise data entry of voter count. That means from 1 to 6, they have to enter the percentage, which is the estimated one. But in the seventh one, they need to enter the voter count which they are getting on the form 17C, which is submitted by the PRO on the poll day. So they need to take male, female, and third gender voter count from the form 17C, and they need to update in here in the system. Once the data entry of all the polling station is done, then in the seventh round, system will be calculating the overall percentage of your poll with respect to your elector count. Now, if you will see, every window get opens for half an hour, like for 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. But the sixth one, which get enabled at 7 p.m., the window will remain open for 5 hours. That means at 7 p.m. data entry will start and it will get closed at 12 midnight. So what the check we have kept in the system, like the data or the percentage of the current round cannot be less than the previous one. For example, if we have entered 10% in first slot, that is at 9 a.m., then we cannot enter the percentage less than 10 in 11 a.m. slot, because what we have to enter, we need to enter a cumulative percentage in each slot. That means at 9 a.m., we need to enter the percentage of whatsoever voting is done since the poll started. Similarly, at 11 a.m., we need to enter the percentage since the poll was started. Similarly, at 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and in close of poll, we need to enter the estimated percentage from poll start till close of poll. Okay. Now the major validation is the sixth and seventh, because seventh in the seventh one, the percentage is getting calculated by the system only, and whatsoever percentage will be coming to the seventh round should not be less than the sixth one. It can be equal to the sixth one, but it cannot be less than. In case your seventh round percentage is coming less than the sixth one, then system will not allow the C office to publish the final percentage for that particular assembly constituency. So please be very conscious while you are filling the sixth round data. Okay. So if you talk about the data entry process, you can see this is the data flow, how we need to make the data entry. Like if at 9 a.m. data entry is started and you have not missed the round, you have started data entry on time, then you will simply go to the Encore dashboard where you need to enter data in two boxes. Then you need to update. There would be a pop-up to verify the data. Then you will click on update. The data will get saved in the system. Until and unless your clock will hit to 9:30, your data will remain here in this box, in this system only. But the moment the clock will hit to 9:30, the data will get published and will be sent to this voter turnout app. Now, the second condition arises that till 9:30 you have not made any data entry. Then what will happen? The round will be showing to you as missed. Then in that case, what you have to do, you need to request to C office that kindly enable my data entry for the 9 a.m. Slot. You will then C office will enable, and then after ARO will be able to make data entry for this slot. The only difference is that if you are making a data entry for a missed round, then what will happen? You will your data will get updated to this voter turnout at app instantly. It will There would be not any buffer time so that you can change the percentage what you have entered to the system. Okay. For missed round, it will instantly go to this voter turnout app. Similarly, you need to do data entry for 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 7 p.m. If we talk about the seventh round, which is the end of poll, the data entry will start at ARO level. Here, he need to fill PS-wise data for each polling station. He will enter the voter count, then he will finalize it. The same data will be sent to ROPC for verification. Once RO will verify, he will also finalize. Same data will be sent to C office. C office will also verify and finalize it. And after finalization, they will publish it on voter turnout tab. Now, if in case at any officer level any discrepancy is found, then they can revert the data back to ARO, because editing in the data is only allowed at ARO level. So this is how the complete structure of poll data entry is done on the poll day. Like this, detailed PS-wise data entry need to be completed by next day of poll. That means P plus 1 day, 12 midnight. Okay. So this is the overall structure. If we talk about demo, you can see, just let me log into the portal. So ARS 04 A006. Now you can see I'm just logged in from an ARO. So I'll just go to poll turnout and Here, click on estimated turnout entry. Now you can see just because I haven't made any data entry since morning, that is why it is showing as missed. So what I'll do, I just go back, open CO login, I'll go voter turnout, enable for missed round, then 9 a.m. For AC numbers, it's I will open for missed entry. Update it. Now I'll go back. Once I'll refresh the screen, you can see my 9 a.m. entry is open. I'll just make 10%. If I'll try to enter here 11, system will not allow to update it. So that is why I need to keep it 10 only. Once I'll update, it will ask for third confirmation. It will show in a pop-up that whether you want to enter 10%. I'll just keep update. So you can see my 10 a.m. entry is done. Similarly, if I want to update it for 11 a.m., well, update for 11 a.m. also. So now if I'll again refresh this screen, you can see my 11 a.m. data entry open is here. Just I'm doing because we have not updated data for these rounds. So that is why we are updating it. Right now we have already missed 4 minutes back this 5 p.m. entry. So if we have logged in 4 minutes back, we can see how time was running to fill this data. So in this way, you need to fill data for each slot. It will get open on it assigned time. So in this way, the data would get filled. Now, if you have any doubt related to this module, just let me know.
Also, Saurabh,
Yes.
uh, so here, what has happened is every last few elections when we were trying to have this voter turnout being entered, sometimes the sector officers within that time limit they are not able to go to polling stations or collect data. They have to take it on foot. And sometimes if the sector officers they don't provide data to the RO officers, then the RO officers contact the BLO. A lot of garbage data comes from them, like erroneous data comes from them. So what like suggestions from our side every time we think about this is if India could provide an incentive for BLOs, which could be mapped with the voter turnout, integrated with voter turnout. That would be much simpler if BLO has to just enter like a number figure at 9 a.m., at 11 a.m., at 1 a.m. It will be much simpler rather than the RO officers collecting the data from sector officers. Because sometimes if the distance is too much, they are not able to go to those polling stations and collect the data.
Sir, what suggestion you are right now giving? We have already tried this solution because we have developed an application whose name was Boot app. We have given this application to PO also, PRO also, sector officer also for multiple functionality. But what will happen? See, you're Deepak sir, you are from Goa. You have less number of polling station in comparison to the some big state. There are two major challenges. First, so high number of mobile sets need to be given to BLOs or PRO or PO. It is difficult for the state. Like if we talk about the Uttar Pradesh, we have I think around 65,000 or 68,000 polling stations, something around that. So that high number of mobile sets are required. We cannot force any PO or PRO to use their phone for our election process. Okay. Second thing, uh, connectivity issue is there in various states. Might be possible that Goa is having good connectivity at each polling station. But if we talk parallelly with Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, uh, Tripura, and Nagaland, especially about these northeast states, then we have a big challenge of this network. And sometimes depending on that platform is like become challenge for us, because what will happen if data is not coming from those polling station and instantly it come to our system, then it raise percentage in such a high uh, percentage, so that sometimes become problem for us. So we these be because of these issues, we have not successfully run this booth app, even though few of the states are using uh, 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 such applications like the name of this PDMS, poll day management system, which is developed by separately each state. Himachal is using their own PDMS, Tripura is using their own PDMS, which they have given to the polling officers, and once officers are ready, they are using it. So if you are ready to use this for Goa, you can. If you have your own, you can use it. If you want to procure it, you can get in touch with Punjab, Himachal, or Tripura. They have their PDMS which is running successfully. You can procure, take help from them. They will update the data, and if officer will update, the data would be coming to you. The only thing AROs need to do, they need to take data from that PDMS and update the percentage in Encore. That's it. Okay. So if you want to implement such a structure, you can do voluntarily for your state.
Okay.
Anything else? Anybody? Although we can quickly move to counting, because we need to quickly go through the ATPVMS also. So that is why I'm requesting anybody. Yes.
Sir, in first box and second box, you are using the same numbers, sir. You are entering the same numbers.
Yes. This is just to avoid your typo mistake. If there would be a single box, there might be possibility that on the poll day you are having hundreds of work. And right now I'm only entering an integer value. Your percentage must be coming in points. So in case of 34.273, if you have entered 73.43, then it become a blunder. And once it get published in public domain, na, every political party and media houses will start questioning. So that is why we want that there should not be typo error. And if you are entering same data in both the boxes, then only system will let you know, update the percentage in the system. See, because this voter turnout seems to be a very small thing, but from last many assembly election, this is one of the very crucial thing for us, because every time some political party or media houses start questioning us. Now it's in a meeting. So media houses are continuously uh, asking question to commission related to this voter turnout percentage. Okay, and just because PRO and sector officers are reporting, or because of any mistake of AROs, uh, this blunder get happens. So that is why we are always sensitizing the officers at each level that be very conscious. This is not only the percentage. See, seems like what difference make with 1%, but if the elector count of any assembly constituency is of 10 lakh or 12 lakh, that means 1% goes with the count of 10,000 uh, 10,000, na? 10,000 electors. If suddenly 1% increase or 2% increase, that means 2,000, 20,000 voters got added in the list. So now that in that case, it become a big concern. Okay. So that is why it is. Sorry, can you please be a bit louder, because I'm not able to listen.
How ARO
Volume
comes to
बढ़ा दो.
know how ARO comes to know how many votes pool, sir?
See, what practical practice which is there on the poll day, for example, you have hundreds of polling station in one assembly constituency. Okay, you divide this 100 polling station among 10 sector officers. Okay, who would be taking care of 10 polling station for each sector officers. Thing about that, it is not related to the IT part. Sector officer reports the voter count or the percentage from for their specific sectors. Okay.
Water count will be given to the
What they do, uh, as already Deepak sir suggested, either they are using any app or WhatsApp group is there, or they can call to 10. For example, a sector officer has 10 polling station. He can easily call in half an hour to 10 polling officer. He takes count because we don't need male, female, and third gender count during the estimated percentage. We need only the total count. Means every polling officer uh, tells to the sector officer that 70 people have casted their vote, or 200 people has casted. The same database he writes, so that from that 10 polling station he can aggregate and send you the count that how many total votes have been casted. So just maintaining in Excel, you can calculate easily. See, app by using apps and technology, you can optimize it, but depends how much efficient the ground officers are working, and they are sensitized about the voter turnout. Okay.
there is a manual thing.
Manual thing, but you need, see, this percentage is not the exact percentage. We have always kept in the system, and it is mentioned in the declaration of the app also, that it is the estimated percentage, and the final poll percentage will be will be coming on the basis of form 17C once it is submitted by the PRO. Okay, but we instruct AROs to estimate somewhat around the exact percentage. That doesn't mean start presuming or just dreaming the percentage and enter in the portal. Because later on, if there is a huge discrepancy between the physical and the entered data, then the ARO would be answerable to ECI also, and might be possible the written clarification would be asked from that ARO. Okay, so need to sensitize. Don't worry, we will keep providing the training, and we'll let you know how need to avoid how you can avoid the pitfalls, and what like precaution need to be taken so that any mistake could not get happen. Okay.
Sir, one more thing. How
Yes.
the seventh slot, the system will calculate percentage.
See, before poll day, we will either populate elector data from Yaronet, or we will take elector count for each polling station from the AROs through Excel. Okay, we will get it imported in the system. Once they will import, that means PS wise male, female, and third gender count you will get in this your system got from you. Okay, then after, once polling party would be coming back to reception center from the 17C, you will get the voters count, male, female, and third gender. Okay, you need to update it. Now, after updating all the polling stations voter count, you will the system will automatically calculate male voters by male electors into 100. That means male percentage. Similarly, for female and third gender, then same calculation will be done for the total. Okay. Anything else? Okay, good. Then we'll come to our counting module. So we'll be quickly going to the counting module. Let me share my screen first. So I hope my screen is visible. Um, So earlier, those who have worked in 2019 parliamentary election, they would have. Just a second. रविंद्र सर, आई एम इन मीटिंग, मैं निकल के आपको कॉल करूँ? ठीक है, मैं आपको अराउंड 7 PM कॉल करूँगा, ठीक है? So earlier, those who were in 2019 parliamentary election, they would have remembered that the EVM votes data entry were getting round wise. Like ARO manually prepare an Excel sheet where for each table they would be calculating the data against each candidate in an Excel sheet, so that once one round is published, then after they will make a data entry in the system. But this time, for parliamentary elections also, we are going to keep the same provision what we are earlier having for the state elections also. Like Goa and Karnataka, they have used the same pattern for assembly election. So same we are keeping here for the parliamentary election also. We are moving for table wise data entry of EVM vote at ERO level. So just for better understanding, just let me go for the PPT first. So here in counting module, you can see the process would be somewhat like in two phases. First would be in pre-counting process. Second would be counting day process. Your pre-counting process will get enabled a day before counting. Means if counting is scheduled by tomorrow, so your pre-counting we will enable from here by 12 PM a day before counting. So now on that day, what ARO need to do, they need to do round setup, account setup, and table assignment. In round setup, they need to provide the details of the table, that is the number of table which is there on their counting center. For example, it is 14, they need to just simply mention 14. Now, depending on the number of tables, system will suggest how many rounds are required for the data entry of EVM vote. Accordingly, if you want to proceed with the same, you can submit the same round number. If you want to increase or decrease, you can do that also. Along with that, if you want any parallel account for the data entry of EVM vote, you can create from the ARO login. Right now, we have allowed maximum 3 computer assistant login from of single ARO. Means total 4 login is allowed from single assembly constituency for the data entry of EVM vote. Similarly, after creation of account, we will need to do table assignment. For example, we have 14 table and we have created one computer assistant, and we want to have 7 tables data entry from ARO login and rest of the 7 table data entry from the computer system login. Then we need to make similar assignment in the system also. 1 to 7 to ARO, then 8 to 14 to the computer system. Once this table assignment is completed, that means your pre-counting process is over. Now we are coming to the next step, responsibility. You can see from the structure, step 1 and 2 need to be completed by the ARO, and 3 and 4 by the ROPC. Once your EVM vote counting get start at 8:30, then what you need to do, the moment you will get the data from the table that which candidate get how much vote from a particular machine. So what you have to do, you need to select the table number, then you need to enter the polling station number to which that particular table machine belongs. After selection of that, you need to enter the number of vote which was retrieved from that EVM machine. After entering complete data for each table, what you need to do, you need to go for step number 2. That means you need to declare the round. Now, step 1 and step 2, you need to keep running for all the rounds which you have scheduled in the system. Like if you have scheduled for 10 rounds, then you need to repeat step 1 and step 2 repeatedly for 10 rounds. Now we are coming to the step number 3, which is at ROPC level. As you know, your postal ballot counting get start at 8 AM. Okay, so once it is done, then you have to make a single entry in the system at ROPC level. This window remains open since the counting started till the finalization of EVM vote. You can enter it anytime. I only request you just update it, don't finalize it. Once it is done, then just wait for finalization of EVM vote from all the AROs. Once all the AROs finalize the this EVM votes entry, then you will finalize the postal ballot vote. Once your both EVM and postal ballots are finalized, then you will go for result declaration. Okay. In this way, you need to complete the counting process. Now, just let me come back to the ARO login. So here you can see we have two menu, PS wise counting and counting preparation. Counting preparation is your 1 day before activity. So just go for user creation. If you want to have any user, I'm just not creating any, or just let me completely create a user. Test user. So mobile number. I'm just entering a dummy mobile number. So as you can see, I have created the user whose user ID will be this. So just let me down user ID. Now I'll go to counting preparation again. Counting center detail. Here you can see by default my polling station count would be visible. What I need to do, I just mention table number. Now system will suggest how many minimum rounds are required to complete counting of 406 polling station. So I just click over next. Now, if I want to increase or decrease the number of rounds, I can increase, decrease also. Once it is done, I'll go to next page. I'll go on this table assignment. Now you can see from the drop down, there are two user. One is of ARO login and another is of computer assistant. So first I'll select computer RO login, ARO login, sorry, and I'll select table number 127. Click on assign. Similarly, I'll select second user and allocate rest of the other 7. Then click on assign. Now you can see my assignment is completed. 1 to 7 is assigned to ARO 006 and 8 to 9, 8 to 14 is assigned to C1. Once it is done, your pre-counting activity is completed. Now you'll go back and counting day activity. So for that you need to click here. Once you go to this menu, you will go for first option. PS-wise EVM. Now you can see the data is like the stats would be available here in the top and second row. What you have to do, once you receive the data from EVM, you need to start data entry here in Encore portal also. So select the table number, then to which polling station that machine belongs, select the polling station, then enter the vote, then enter the tender vote. After entering the tender vote, so just preview, you can download the TRV, which can be verified, then submit, and click over submit. Now you will submit, you can see your first table data entry is done, it is marked as green tick. Same activity we need to do. Yes, also. In this way, I have completed data entry for 2 tables. Now I'll go to the computer assistant login so that I can show you how you can update the EVM vote for this current round. You can see the same candidate list would be visible to him also. We'll go to PS-wise EVM vote and he can only have 2 options from which he can see the round-wise result and PS-wise votes enter. So just after clicking to PS-wise EVM vote, you can see the two tables which are entered by the ARO will not will also be marked a green tick here, and to select the table, only those table will be visible to him which need to be which are assigned to this particular computer system. Select table, yes number, and preview. Like I have completed. Once it is done, now I consider the situation going back again to the ARO login. Once I'll refresh, I can see the two tables are also get completed by the computer system login. Now I consider the situation that out of 14 tables, only 4 tables machine votes are retrieved. Rest of the other machines become faulty. Then in that case, I need not to make any data entry against these polling stations. Okay, I'll keep this table as blank. I'll go to counting menu and go to second option, that is round declaration. I'll click on preview and publish, and I'll verify that I have only made data entry for 4 tables. Thereafter, I click, enter the name, then publish. Now you can see I have published the data. Similar activity I need to do for the second round. So here you can see right now the round become second. So you need to make data entry for second round also. So I'll quickly do some data entry. Meanwhile, if anybody is having any doubt in the process, just let me just ask me so that meanwhile I'll also complete. Anybody who is having any doubt? So I'm just publishing this round also with 2 tables. So in this way, you can see I have completed 2 rounds entry. Now I'll just quickly update one table so that I can show you how you can update the data which you have already entered in the system. For example, I have updated this value, and now after updating this data for this particular table, I realize that data which I have entered for table number 1, it is wrong or having any mistake. So what I have to do, I have to again just select the same table number, and the moment you will select the table number, you will see all data get retrieved in the portal, and whatsoever data you want to get it update, just click over here 475 and update. So you just click on update. This way, the table get updated. Now there would be the second condition. You have already declared the round and realize later on that you have made some mistake in the data entry of that particular table. Then what you have to do, you need to click over here, edit previous round. You just select the round in which you want to make data entry, edit it, just click over go. Now follow the same process, which table you need to edit. Select the table number. After selection of table number, you will get the data. Just enter the data and update. Now you can see the same table is updated. Now what you have to do, you need to go back to PSY counting and this declaration. You will see your second round's publish button get re-enabled. You need to declare your this second round again just because you have made edit in this round. So in this way, you need to keep doing things like making data entry for each table of each round. Okay, once it is completed, then what ARO need to do? He need to finalize the EVM vote. So before finalizing, just let me go to pre-finalization. Once I'll go pre-finalization, you will get a message that all rounds not completed because I have scheduled total 30 rounds and till now I have completed only 3. So that is why system is not letting me to pre-finalize the data. So for that, what I have to do? First, I need to declare the third round. And after, I need to decrease the number of rounds. So just round schedule, I need to change it to 3 in place of 30. So then after, I'll go back. PSY is counting. Now you can see there would be a message that rounds completed. Now I can pre-finalize my data. So PSY is counting. Click on pre-finalize. Here you can see there would be an alert that how many polling stations are there whose data is not still added in the is having no EVM votes entered in the system. And after that, you can just in the second row, you can see who is the leading candidate, who is the training candidate, and what is the margin vote in between them. Because system will let you know what is the total uncounted votes and accordingly what is the margin. Even though if ARO want to proceed, he can click on pre-finalize and click on OK. Now after pre-finalization, what he need to do, he'll go back to PSY's counting and need to finalize EVM. So we'll just verify, click on I agree, and so in this way, an ARO can finalize the EVM votes entry. So every ARO which is there under any ROPC, he need to make data entry in same way. Earlier, what was happening if any ARO finalizes the data, then he need to send a letter to ECI to get definalized in case any edit is required. But this time we have kept this provision at ROPC level. If your EVM votes are finalized at ARO level and it requires any edit, just request your ROPC. He can definalize. Then after you'll be able to make changes in your votes. Okay. So in this way, data entry can be done. Now let me go to ROPC. Just to show you how you need to make data entry for postal ballot vote. Counting menu. Now AC wise detour. If you want to see, I'll select. Now then you can see leading, trailing, total 3 rounds data entry which I have did will be visible here. For rest of the other, you can see no data entry is done yet. Okay. Now the data entry which is need to be done, postal ballot. Okay. Now here you can see the same form is there as EVM vote. The only thing you need to do is enter the postal ballot votes which is gained by every candidate. So submit it and enter the name. Refresh it. And after publishing, you can see there would be a finalization button. Just click over here. You will come to this page and finalize it. Now you can see data is finalized. Now, in this way, you can do the finalization and finalization of postal ballot vote. As I have not completed data entry from rest of the assembly constituency, so that is why I am not able to declare the result. The same message I am getting. So the overall process, I hope you understand. Just try it on demo so that you get clarification on the clarifies. You just uh, clear the process, and in case if there would be any doubt, you can get in touch with me. We will also arrange multiple training again, respective to the phases. Accordingly the election will be announced. जैसे election announce हो जाता है, हम अलग अलग phases के लिए अलग अलग training organize करेंगे. So don't worry about that. We'll provide more trainings on this separately on this counting module, because it is the single day show and everybody need to perform best of his level. So that is why we ensure we should clear the doubt of every officers who is going to deploy on the counting dates. Okay. So any doubt related to counting process, you can ask. I think it's already we are continuing from last 4 hours. So I can understand it become very hectic for everybody who is there. Can everybody please switch on your camera? Because I can see everybody has kept their camera off. I don't know whether people are listening or not. So it is surprising many people are listening because instantly they have responded. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that means people were listening. I'm not only speaking in the meeting. So that's great to have a quick response. So anybody who is having any doubt with counting module. So see, I can understand.
No, sir.
Okay, I can understand to grab everything in a single day, it is very difficult. So don't worry. We'll schedule meeting phase-wise, stage-wise, separately, again and again. Probably 2 or 3 more trainings would be there. We will schedule multiple doubt clearing sessions also. So just it is a refresher type for your better understanding, so that you can have hands-on training on the demo module. So C office, just let me confirm. So it will take hardly either we just C office confirm. I think Karnataka, Puducherry, Andhra, Kerala, Goa, Sikkim. Either we conclude this meeting, or we just take 15 to 20 minutes more to for this ETPBMS system. Shall we continue, or we schedule another meeting for ETPBMS?
Sir, we can wind up, sir. Sorry.
So let's wind up, sir. Let's wind up for the next.
Okay.
Sir,
Just because
it's a lot of information in one day. That's the problem.
that is why I can understand that just speaking from one side doesn't make any sense. So that's why I found feedback from C office, because somehow we need to at least complete one module. Na? That is why I keep going for counting. So that is why I asked. So, but it's good you responded that you don't want ETPBMS today. So not an issue. Will organize, because obviously somehow 30% or 40% people were not able to join this meeting because of this Google Meet limitations. So don't worry, we will organize another meeting. We will focus on Encore, because ESMS and Civil we will skip in that meeting. We'll focus on Encore and ETPBMS, and we also ensure that ETPBMS team from TCS will also join, so that they can give you feedback and response in a better way. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll also try that they will ready the ATP BMS demo server for your better understanding. Any query from anyone they can ask. Although, please share the PPT. Yes, I'll share the PPT with C Office. Kindly get in touch with them. They will share with you. Okay.
Sir, can we provide a demo spec for this Encore functionalities
We have
so that we can get a hands-on
we have
training on
given
this?
this C Office, sir. Sir, we have already given to C office. They are doing first level checking, so that if there would be any bug, they just suggest us so that we can fix it. Probably by end of this week or next week, we will open it for complete state. Okay, all 36
Okay,
state,
thank you,
all
sir.
ARO and R.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir,
Any,
sir,
yes.
during the online nomination, when
Huh?
he will take the oath of affirmation, whether he has to come in person or he can take the oath somewhere else and has to upload the same also.
You are talking about the Epic search. See, for online nomination, Epic search is getting the data of elector would be getting populated from the ERONet only. They can search their Epic number, and with the Epic number search, whatever data is there in ERONet will get automatically populated. Only for offline, you need to enter the part number and serial number
No, sir,
and
I
respective
was asking
ACN.
about the oath of affirmation after filing of nomination through online.
I didn't understand. Can you please repeat?
Actually, immediately after filing of a nomination, a candidate has to take oath of affirmation in front of the RO or in front of any civil officers, judicial officers. In the event of online nomination, when he will take the oath of affirmation.
You mean to that affidavit which is need to be
No, no,
notarized?
not about the affidavit. He has to take oath of affirmation.
I need to check. Actually, I didn't
He has been
find this. You can just call me or WhatsApp me.
nomination. He can take oath in front of the RO while filing the nomination through online.
So see, online doesn't mean he need not to visit RO office. That oath need, sir. That oath need to provision what you are asking about, that need to be completed, because the candidate would be coming to the RO office for physical verification. He will be coming with the printouts of the online nomination affidavit, required documents, and the nomination paper which is generated by the portal. He will be coming for physical verification. Until and unless he will come for physical verification, his nomination will not be considered as any further. It will be only an application on Suvidha portal and as good as a Facebook profile. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, excuse me,
Anybody
sir.
else?
Can you
Yes.
please give any help desk type from ECA side?
Sir, we for state official, the first point of contact would be CO office, and we are directly in touch with CO office. Whatsoever issue would be there, me and Santosh sir would be addressing. We are parallelly having some support staff also. Once election would be announced, we will allocate a stage to that particular resource person, so that they can directly receive call from the state, and they can promptly respond. But just wait till election get announced. Okay. Meanwhile, in that transition period, me and Santosh sir is the point of contact for the C office. In case you are not getting solution from the C office, you can contact us. Our number is there with C office. You can call us anytime. But our primary request, please get in touch with C office first, because for me and Santosh sir, it is very difficult to respond 4,000 AROs, and so 543 this RO. Okay. So please get in touch with CEO office. They will help. And until unless you are not getting help from them, please avoid to call us. But if there is any issue and it is urgent need to be addressed, you can call us anytime. Don't worry. Anybody else?
Is there any plan for giving user manual, sir? For apps?
Sir, we have circulated PPT, which is bit enough. We are also giving training, but in case any specific module requires manual, na, we'll share. Don't worry. If we receive request, na, because see. As like state, we are also having a resource crunch here in ECI also. So just let us know for a specific module if you need any manual, na, we can get it prepared. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
But we request first go through the primary documents which we are sharing, like PPTs and demo URL. Just go through that. And if there is any doubt, we are there to help. Even though if manual is required, we'll prepare and share. Don't worry.
Right, thank you.
Okay, I think we are good for now. Yes, go office.
Yeah, we are thankful for such a informative training program. The people who have not attended, we would like expecting a soon VC for them also, because they've been asking in the group what has happened. But we would like to thank you for an amazing session today. Thank you.
Don't worry, Deepak sir. We'll sure that we will schedule another meeting, and we are already in touch with Google. Actually, our license was there for 1,000 of the size was expected of 1,000, and the license was according to that. But somehow, because of technical glitch, this issue was faced. So we'll ensure next time this issue would not be there, or we will also separately, state-wise and module-wise, schedule this meeting. Detailed and doubt clearing both. Don't worry. Okay, sir from Sikkim, you were saying something.
Sir, no, sir. I was just thanking you. It was very informative
Okay, sir.
session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anybody else, or although we are good to close?
Sir, with regard to water turnout, there is a locking provision after half an hour.
Sir, your voice is coming a bit slow. Can you please speak a bit louder?
Yeah, with regard to water turnout, there is a locking provision for a period of half an hour. Sometimes